All right, hey there, geometry folks. Today we are finishing up with 11.7, which is all about volume of a sphere. We just have one new shape we're finding volumes for today. So with that, grab your notes, flip to 11.7, and let's get going. The volume formula for a sphere, you can see it in a couple of different ways. One of them is 4 pi r cubed over 3. The other one is 4/3 pi r cubed. So same thing, really. I kind of like this one just because it's a little bit easier for me to type it all into the calculator nicely, but it doesn't really matter which way you do it. So this all relies on the radius, just like the area of a circle formula does. On this one, we are given the diameter of 10 centimeters. So the radius is half of that, it must be 5. Now, all I need to do for volume is to go 4 times pi times 5 cubed divided by 3. That's all you got to do. So now we grab our calculators. And actually, I'm going to grab one of the kind that most of you have. Because doing a third power in the calculator is sometimes, I don't know if we've talked about that yet. So here's our calculator. Hopefully you can see it. I know it's kind of a dim screen, but we type 4 times the pi button times 5. And then see this little up arrow here? If you hit that button and then 3, that will cube it. And then we just hit divided by 3, enter. And we get about 523.6. And let's see, what was that in centimeters? So centimeters cubed. There's our answer, and we're good to go. And that's it. All right. So hopefully that's fairly straightforward to start with. So if I wanted to find the volume of a sphere, this is what I would do. If I wanted just half a sphere, though, like this is just half of a sphere, what would I do there? Easy. Exact same thing, just when you get your final answer, divide by 2 because you only want half of it. So let's do this. We've got the radius here that they gave us, which is 48 inches. So volume, if the radius is 48, 4 times pi times 48 cubed over 3. And that's going to be really big. But that's fine. Let's give it a go. 4 times pi times 48 raised up to the third power. So don't forget to use that little arrow button to the third power, divided by 3, enter. And yeah, holy cow, we get like 400 something thousand. But then, so I'll write this real quick. 463,246.6863, whole bunch of numbers. That would be if this was a whole sphere. But since it's only half, then I'm going to take this whole thing, we're just going to divide by 2. So in my calculator, exactly the way that I have it now, with my answer up there and everything from before, I can just hit divided by 2, enter, and we get 231,000 something. 231,623.3, and this is cubic inches. All right, so if we want half a sphere, just divide by 2 at the end. All right, so the last thing we're going to talk about today is this. What if I have this sort of looking thing? What if I have this kind of thing that I want to take the volume of? All you have to do is find the volume of the 2 shapes that make it up. We know we've got half of a sphere up here, and then we have a cylinder here. So we're going to find those 2 volumes, and then we're just going to add them together. So we're going to start with the half sphere. And we just found the volume of a half sphere up here. On this one, they gave us the diameter of 12, which means that the radius is 6. So pause the video here and see if you can find that volume of the half sphere on your own. Then get it all started up again, and I'll show you, and you can check and see if you got your answer right. Okay, hopefully you paused the video and gave it a go. So the half sphere here, we know that for a full sphere, it's 4 times pi times 6 to the third divided by 3. That would be for the whole thing. So I'm going to find that, and then I'm going to divide it by 2. So in our calculators, we go 4 times pi times 6 to the third power divided by 3. And we get 904.778. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to divide by 2. And we get 452.4. Cool. I'm going to hang on to that for later because I'm not done yet. Now we need to find the volume of the cylinder. All right, and so for a cylinder, just a reminder that volume is area of the base times the height. And the base is a circle. So area of the base is going to be pi r squared. All right, well, the radius was 6 still, right? It's the same circle base that we had on our sphere. So we're going to go pi times 6 squared. 6 squared is 36. So I'm going to leave this as 36 pi for the moment. Then we notice that the height of this thing over here is 13. So for my overall volume of the cylinder, 36 pi times 13. And that's what we can type into the calculator. 36 times pi times 13, enter. And we get 1,470.3 about. All right, so there's my other volume. Now for the volume of the whole thing, so like the total. That's going to be the volume of the half sphere plus the volume of the cylinder. So 452.4 plus 1,470.3 gives us 1,922.7, and this is inches, so cubic inches. And that's all we got for today. So this not only helps us, 1, learn new volume of spheres, but 2, practice finding volumes of cylinders and stuff like that still. Okay, so your homework assignment for today. If you flip the packet to the next page, you're going to see some problems. And we're doing the ones on this page, all 6 of them. And then, so those are all pretty much volume of spheres and stuff like that, volume of half spheres. And then you've got 2 like this. So these ones are just like the one on the last page, except keep in mind this is a cone instead of a cylinder. So don't forget to divide by 3, because volume of a cone is base times height divided by 3. And then on the back side, you've got a couple more problems to try. So you've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're doing this page front and back, and you should have some time to go do it right now. So get started, have fun. If you have questions, help each other out, or ask me on Tuesday when I see you again. All right, have a great day. See you later.